Hello everyone. Welcome to The Last Thoughts of a Busy Mind, chapter 192. This one titled Timeline Up. A few of you know what it is, and I'm sorry. A few of you don't, and I'm not sorry for you, I actually envy you. It's a mobile game, and we will get to it very shortly. A few things to get out in the beginning of things. You may think I sound different than I did last week, and it's because I haven't put out the new microphone. I'm doing this with the old shotgun mic, which was the standard affair for the first 10 seasons of this show. Now, you might be wondering, why did I put out the new mic? Why am I using the old shotgun mic? Isn't the old shotgun mic only used when I am in a bad situation? And the answer is yes. The problem is, okay, I'm in a not insubstantial amount of pain. Physical pain. I can't tell you what it is. It's kind of embarrassing and I'm not going to get into it, but yes, I am in pain. I have been in pain for the last month and a half, 2 months, and right now the fact that I am in pain is actually kind of concerning to me, sorry, because I shouldn't be in pain. I am under treatment. Speaking of treatment, my drink today is the powder that I should drink for my pain because I'm under treatment. And there is no way in hell I'm gonna be able to pronounce this, so let's just say it's lemon flavored. It's powder, you put in water, you shake it, and then you drink it. I mean, genuinely, for what is supposed to be medicinal, it actually tastes alright. It tastes like those radioactive powders that I used to put in drinks and drink back in the day. Remember those days? Good old days, I assume. I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure of anything anymore. I'm in so much pain, guys. I am in so much pain. Anyways, let's get on with the subject of this episode. And I will talk about my state of mind a little bit in 3 episodes from now, which is the season finale of season 13. But season 13 hasn't been a good season for a myriad of reasons, which I will get into then, not now. Why then? Well, because I want to keep the theme going. Sorry. And this is actually kind of related to that. So, Timeline Up is a mobile game. I said that. But what kind of mobile game is it? If you've seen any ads for mobile games, you've probably seen a million things like Timeline Up. You control a series of guys who are running alongside the track. You control them, moving them from left to right. Now they shoot, throw, or just project projectiles in front of them, and you have to move them, passing them through portals in order for them to have more guys in their army, get better equipment, get higher attack rates, get a better range, until you reach a wall of things that you need to burst through in order to get to the next timeline. Now, you've probably seen a million of these ads, and this is one of the games who is actually like the ad that it advertises. It's not one of those idle builder games that wants to have everything, like they're too lazy to make the game that they actually advertise. This is like that. Like that, I mean that it's like the advertisement that it shows. It is very low fidelity though. It's not very well made. The graphics, if you can call them that, are incredibly simplistic, and the game isn't even that well optimized or well made, because when you start the game, the background isn't even rendered properly. So it shows you like a pixelated thing, and then the game starts. It's not supposed to be a good game. It's supposed to be a monetization machine, and from the moment you start, it starts giving you monetization. There is, of course, a million ads, and the game has, like, you can do it for 10 tries each run, and then you have to wait for like an hour for each one of those energy things. You have 10 energy and they refill. Basically, they just want you to pay money to have the very simple and somewhat satisfying gameplay loop. I don't know. The truth is, I wouldn't call Timeline Up a guilty pleasure. I think it's just guilt. The problem is, I don't actually derive any pleasure from playing this game. I don't hate it, it's mindless. I can do it with my eyes closed. And I guess that's why I do it. It's not pleasurable, it just is. And I feel guilty about that. I talked last week about Prey. I haven't still finished Prey. I have played a lot of Crusader Kings 3 though, so that's not part of that. And I played a lot of Sid Meier's Pirates. But yeah, Prey I haven't still finished. And there are a lot of other games that I want to play. And I want to finish. There are a lot of narrative games that I want to try. Borderlands 2 has become free on Steam the moment I'm recording this. And apparently, Take-Two has basically created it and made it into a spyware. So that's fun. I mean, I'm not going to download that. I'm not the biggest fan of the Borderlands series, though Borderlands 2 is the best one. But that's not what we are here to talk about. We are here to talk about Timeline Up. Now, the reason I play it is I watch substantial amount of YouTube, and a lot of things that I've grown to watch are things that don't require my full attention. Like, I don't need my full attention on the screen when I'm listening to Josh Johnson talk about things that are happening in the United States, but in a funny way. I don't need my full attention when I'm listening to Jon Stewart or John Oliver. I don't need my full attention when I'm rewatching a video essay by Dan Olson or Fart Slime or H. Bomber Guy that I've seen a million other times, or the newest Some More News episodes. These are not high visual things. Now, the video essays are, I'm not diminishing them, but the problem is I've seen them like 1,000 times, so I can recite the visuals. So I usually just play them because of the familiarity. Okay, this is gonna drive me crazy. Familiarity. Familiarity. Okay. Familiarity. Okay. Sorry about that. Now that we have that crucial piece out of the way. So when I'm watching them, for some reason, I know for the reason, I will talk about that in a little bit, I pull out my phone and I start playing Timeline Up. I can do it, for, as I said, for 10 times before I have to wait for like 10 hours. So I'm like, okay, I'm not watching the screen, but I want to pay attention to the things that are being said. If I don't want to pay attention to the things that are being said, I usually do busy work. I do chores. I clean up my room. I organize my files. I do stuff like that. These are for videos that I want to semi-understand what is going on, but I don't really care. The usual drama stuff that I do want to feel like I'm in the zeitgeist for, but at the same time, I don't want to put my full attention on them, so I use them as background noise. The Right Opinion, Jay Aubrey, people like that. So, when I want to actually listen to what they're saying and want to actually process the information, but at the same time, I don't feel like I have to watch them, I pull up my phone and play Timeline Up. As I said, a very simple gameplay loop. And it is a thing I genuinely don't like about myself. The fact that I do that. You might be wondering, why? That seems innocuous. You might be doing the same thing. You might be watching a show, watching a YouTube video, listening to this, and at the same time, you pull out your phone and you play another mobile game. I mean, God knows there has been a lot of them. For the past week and a half, every other ad, like every ad I get is every other ad, it's Lowe's for some reason. I'm not even in US. I mean, I'm using a American VPN, but at the same time, I guess I do watch a lot of woodworking videos. Maybe that's why. Anyways, every other ad is Lowe's, which I'm not gonna shop at, and the every other ad is either Game of Thrones, King's Road, or Odin Valhalla Rising. Both of them mobile games, both of them touting that they're mobile games. With Game of Thrones, King's Road being the most outrageous one. I hate the ads that they've created for that game. Now, there is a high chance you have your own game. It might be even a little bit more complicated than Timeline Up, or even more simpler than Timeline Up. You might be playing Doodle Jump. Doodle Jump is not really that simpler than Timeline Up, but it is relatively simple to play. So it is there, like you have something that will take your attention away from the thing you're watching. And it is a problem. It is a problem because secondary screening is genuinely an issue, which it is becoming more prominent, and I used to think of myself as immune to it, but when you get enough of a depression and pain and you just need a distraction, it will creep on you because it's been designed to do that. The thing about Timeline Up is, as I said, it's incredibly simple and it's a monetization machine. The only goal this supposedly game has is to extract money from you. And it's been designed to do the bare minimum of that, but at the same time keep you thinking, oh, if I can just do this one more time, I will do it. It's been designed that way. It is its intended purpose, and it will keep on doing that for you. And because of that, the creep is at first unnoticeable, the second screen creep. You just do it because I do it because I just need a little bit more stimulation than watching Josh Johnson walk on the stage. And I'm not saying anything bad about Josh Johnson. He's a funny man, great performer. I'm broken in my mind. Like, my mind is broken because of this behavior. And depression does play a role in it. Lack of motivation definitely plays a role in it. Because if I sit down and I genuinely, start to finish, watch Josh Johnson, watch John Oliver, watch the 1,000 video essays that I've seen for 1,000th time, watch I Don't Know James Rolfe again, I will get something from them. I will process the information definitely much better, and I will get ideas for how to perform, how to speak, ideas for jokes, ideas for visuals that I can use. All of these are amazing things that I can get from them. Even, as I said, Josh Johnson walking on the screen, he's a great performer. I can learn how to, at the very least, see how someone can perform to an audience and take notes from that, because that is something I have to do at some point, because I do want to make YouTube videos as well. So there is all of these, and instead of doing that, I'm playing Timeline Up, and it's slowed my attention span to a noticeable degree. I am not happy with the way things are in my life. I guess you can say this Last Words of a Busy Mind is basically has been a cry for help for 192 episodes and a few special episodes. But that is kind of unfair. Not all of it has been a call for help. Sometimes I just talk about Fallout New Vegas, or talk about how the Iranian regime kills a lot of people. They still do. That hasn't stopped yet. Just because I stopped talking about it means that it stopped. If you're listening to this outside of Iran, it's not stopped. Go back and listen to season 7 if you haven't. Sorry, I didn't mean to get mad. It just happened. Sorry about that. My bad. Genuinely, my bad. Sorry. Sore subject. Like I am. I am a sore subject as well. Because I'm sore from all the pain I'm in. I'm in Spain without the S. But okay, as I was saying, sorry, before the whole thing got out of hand in a spectacular way, my life isn't very good right now. I know that, and a lot of it is because I don't have any motivation to do anything, even things that I need to do. And when I sit to do actually something, I feel like my attention span has diminished greatly. I can't watch a lot of movies that I want to watch. I can watch a lot of shows without pausing constantly in the middle of them, unless I'm watching them with someone, which, I can actually then focus on the show because I don't feel this crazy need in me to just stop them and do other things. But yeah, I watched 4 episodes of Family Guy because I do actually watch Family Guy the same way I watch if I had a family pet dying, I would have watched it the same way. I'm watching this show slowly and surely die. Now, the problem is, the pain. Fuck. The thing is that I watched these 4 episodes, that each of them are 20 minutes. You might say an hour and 20 minutes. I watched them in 3 to 4 hours because I kept pausing them constantly, checking out my social media, checking out my messaging app, checking out just generally what is on YouTube. And it is a problem. My attention span has suffered greatly. Now, a lot of it, again, depression does play a part. I don't feel like focusing on anything because I don't think I can focus on anything because nothing feels substantial. I feel like I'm drowning, I'm spiraling, I'm going deep under. And when I'm going deep under, it is extremely hard to care about Peter Griffin and his fucking family. So there is that. But at the same time, I do know that a part of it is bad habits. Bad habits like playing Timeline Up. Now, does that mean I'm going to uninstall Timeline Up? No, I might uninstall some other games I have on my mobile phone. But they say knowing that you are damaged is like half the way. And I am going half the way. I'm just stopping half the way. I know the problem. I know why it takes me so long to finish Prey, because Prey requires me to sit down and play it for 2-3 hours every day until I'm done with it. And 2-3 hours every day without distraction used to be easy for me. Genuinely. Right now, Crusader Kings is that. Crusader Kings hasn't dropped that. But Prey hasn't gotten there. So 2-3 hours sitting down, without any interruption, watching something, playing something, getting entangled with something, reading something, drawing something, making something. It just feels more and more of an Herculean task if I have to do it on my own. I am unmotivated because I feel like the world is going to burn no matter what happens. I don't feel like there is a bright future for me. I am no longer starry-eyed. I'm no longer a dreamer. I am now a broken down husk of a human being, not knowing what to do to keep going. But I am still keeping going. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I blame Timeline Up for all of that. Timeline Up is a symptom. It's not a good game. It is a very simple loop. It is a satisfying loop, but it was designed to be satisfying. It was designed to be simplistic, that it doesn't require any brain power. And I despise it. I despise the fact that it is in my life, and I despise the fact that it has a place in my life. Maybe if I'm not in pain, because the pain is actually a factor there too, don't get me wrong. The pain that I'm right now in is a factor there, because most of my days I'm dealing with that pain, most of the hours of the day. But maybe if that's gone, I can actually get a handle on things. But until then, well, I have one thing under control, and it's this show. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next week with another video game.